Hey everyone, thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Pardon me. That was a hiccup again. So, today we're going to be talking about The Last Laugh by Mindy McGinnis. You can probably already guess what kind of review this is going to be. Not so much of a review, so much more fangirling about how much I love the book. I wish I had the book with me. I do want to buy it. I was holding out purchasing it just because I was hoping the Bookish Box would offer up an exclusive version like they did with the first book, The Initial Insult. I do have the Bookish Box version of that, so I was really holding out for a Bookish Box version of The Last Laugh. But, the book's been out for a month now. No news, nada, zip, zero, zilch. So, I'm having an Instagram giveaway, so I won't be able to buy it this paycheck. And next paycheck, I have to pay credit card debt, so I'm not going to be able to afford it next paycheck. So hopefully, I might just wait till Mother's Day, honestly. I told my husband, all I want is a Barnes & Noble gift card, please, and thank you. So, I'm hoping I am going to purchase it, because I loved it. And I've already read it. I'm going to purchase it. I'm going to put it in storage because that's where I put all the books that I've read because I just don't have enough shelf space. You're probably thinking, Cynthia, all those books behind you, you read them. Yes, I have, but they're staying here. But anyway, let's get into it. This book was amazing. So good. Absolutely loved it. I think Mindy McGinnis is such a good author. And you know what's funny? I didn't realize it was the same person until I went on her Goodreads page. Given to the Sea, I didn't like Given to the Sea at all. I did not. I think that's funny. But wow. The Initial Insult, absolutely devoured it. The Last Laugh, absolutely devoured it. I think what McGinnis does really well is she captures the essence of Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm a huge Edgar Allan Poe fan. This book does drop a lot of references, the Fallen House of Usher, The Telltale Heart, Hop Frog. Is that the name of it? Hop Frog? Oh gosh, I wrote down all the specific stories that this one references. The Cask of Amontadillo, because that's the town, and the town is Amontadillo. So, if you read Poe, you're going to see all those, even the Raven, obviously, you're going to see all those little Easter eggs and references. There were more in the first book, but you're still seeing them in this book. They're just more scattered and more sparse because, she's already done them. I think it would be judgmental to the story if she continues to do them a little bit more because then you're kind of distracting the reader with all the Easter eggs. And in the first book, they were there to set the stage and to set the premise and to set the pacing and the atmosphere. Yeah, they still exist in the story and they still add to the story, but they're not as distracting. So you're more invested in the mystery. I mean, we are still trying to solve the cold case of what happened to Tress Montour's parents. What happened to them? It has something to do with her aunt, her mother's sister. And I think that's really great. Yes, the author kind of does give away the resolution of that pretty early on, but there's still the question of why. What happened between these sisters? Did it have something to do with the husband? What did it have to do with? You're often kind of pulled in this direction and that because you don't really know all the answers and you want to know all the answers. I mean, it's still a mystery. Where are they? What happened to them exactly? Why was Felicity left alive? You know, there are answers that beg question. There are questions that beg answers. Sorry, flipped them. So you're still invested in the mystery and the pacing of the story. I mean, it just does not stop. It takes place probably, I think, 24, 40 hours after the party, right? The house that she locked Felicity up in has been demolished, right? Book one, she's slowly sealing her up behind a wall because she's like, I want to know what happened to my parents. I want you to know everything that you did to me. It's like, we were supposed to be best friends. What the happened, you know? But honestly, oh God, it was so good. It was so good. Gushing, see? I'm gushing. I just absolutely loved this book. I can't stress that enough to you. Like I said, the pacing is just forward momentum. Forward momentum. It does not stop. It keeps going and going and going, and that's good. It is interesting to the storytelling. It does keep you as the reader engaged, and you always want that. There are more secrets that are unveiled in this story. There's more that's happening. And there's also more character development as well. And there's also new characters. So the first book, you're following Tress Montour, Felicity, and the Black Cat. The panther that escaped from the zoo. And I like this too because Edgar Allan Poe, he wasn't just known for his short stories, and he was also known for his poetry. I think one of my favorites is probably Annabel Lee, which Cassandra Clare with her Annabel Lee, just, if you haven't read the Dark Artifices trilogy, it was great. And see, I'm a huge Poe fan. I love Edgar Allan Poe's work. I really do. So, she gave the animal, and she repeats it. She gave the animal's perspective a poetic feel. It is written in, I don't want to say verse, but I guess that's how you would, I forgot all the terms when it comes to poetry, but it is written in a form similar to poetry. It was similar to Ellen Hopkins, like Glass, Crank, that series, or that writer if you're familiar with her. It is written in a poetic way, and it does capture the panther. It's predatory, it's watching, it's patient. It does feel very much like, yes, this is definitely a black cat's perspective. Predatory, a little menacing, objective, carefully watching, right? And then you have, in this one, Rue, the orangutan. They have their own perspective now. It's different. And I like that she didn't just repeat what she did with the panther. She did in format-wise. Again, it's written in a poetic form. But the orangutan is more caring. It is more human, and I think it really does capture this thought process of an orangutan. It sees things, it realizes things, it notices things, but it is less predatory than, it doesn't feel, that's what I'm saying. The feel of it is less predatory than the Black Panther, and I like that McGinnis is able to do that. She's able to recreate what she did in the first book, but in a different way. And then we have Ribbit Usher, Tress's cousin. You always kind of got the sense in the first book that there was something wrong with Ribbit Usher, but you're not seeing just how messed up this guy is until now. Like, I didn't think he was that messed up. I thought he was just, kind of like a mama's boy, couldn't hold his liquor kind of thing. No, he is up. He really is. And he has this, oh my God, I don't want to spoil it, but he is damaged goods. Let's just say that. And you're seeing it unravel again in a very slow way, and it adds to the tension, and it adds to the storytelling, and it adds to the mystery. And again, it adds to the pacing. The pacing is just, again, nonstop. It goes forward, forward, forward. It keeps going, keeps going. You've got the dates at the beginning of every chapter, regardless of the character. You know the stakes are rising. You know something's going to happen. And when it does, you're just like, what the hell just happened? Like, it blew up in my face. In a good way. In a good way. I'm not saying it blew up in my face in a bad way, but I was just not seeing it unravel the way it did unravel. Like, that ending, did not see coming a mile away. I knew something was up, but I didn't know what, and that's what I think is really good, when a story just keeps you guessing. McGinnis, again, she gives you pieces of information here. She gives you a piece of the story, but the whole overall mystery is kept secret. So you might suspect something, but let me tell you, you're not going to figure it out until the end, and you're not going to see that ending coming. It was amazing. I love McGinnis's storytelling here. I love this duology. I think it's great. I can't stress that enough. I really did enjoy this story. I have to give it 5 stars. I mean, I loved it. I really wish I could get a special edition, even if it's just a dust jacket, so that it can match the dust jacket of my original one. You know what? I'm going to see if I can find who the artist was of the initial insult and see if they would be willing to commission a version for this one. I mean, I'll pay them. Duh. But that's definitely something worth looking into, just so that I can have a matching set. That's all I want in my life, a matching set on my bookcase. But you know what? It was a really good book. It really was. Absolutely loved it. I thought she was able to really capture the Gothic eerie essence that made Poe famous. I mean, again, she blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Can't say that enough. Can't say that enough. So again, I'm going to go ahead and give this book 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend, especially if you are an Edgar Allan Poe fan, if you like mystery thriller, if you like Gothic lit, this is definitely going to be the book for you. I really should start doing TikTok reels. If you like this, you're going to love the last laugh. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where my life takes me. I have very little time as it is. In any case, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you like the book, if you're interested in it, please purchase from your local bookseller or online book retailer versus purchasing off of Amazon. Books are cheaper on Amazon. That's an agreement with the publisher they have. That also means that they are undercutting the amount of profit the actual author gets, depending on their contract. Usually, beginning authors usually only get 10% of the proceeds. I mean, that's chump change. So, for Amazon, they just keep the books in a warehouse. And that's why they can sell them at a lesser price, which also means the author gets less. So, support your local bookstore or independently owned bookstore, or shop online at your local bookstore. I will include links to Bookshop, which will put you in touch with an independently owned one, and with BarnesandNoble.com. On that note, I hope you all continue to support me here by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.